Good morning everyone. I welcome you all to my science class. In our previous class, we have learnt about types of rocks. In today's class, let us learn something more about these rocks. So, the topic of today's class is rock cycle. The aim of today's class is describe the rock cycle. So, what is the question which comes in our mind when we are talking about rock cycle after knowing the different types of rocks? The first question that arises is, how is igneous and sedimentary rocks be converted to metamorphic rocks? Correct? Then, can metamorphic rocks can be converted into sedimentary or igneous rocks? Vice versa, isn't it? Can one form be converted to the other? Igneous rocks, can it be converted into sedimentary and metamorphic rocks? All these questions runs in our mind. So, in today's class, we will find the answer for them. So, metamorphic rocks can be changed back to igneous and sedimentary rocks by the rock cycle. You understand? I repeat, metamorphic rocks can be converted to igneous and sedimentary rocks through the rock cycle. So, I have shown you a representation of how this rock cycle happens. So, look at this. The first, it starts with an igneous rocks. Then, when the igneous rocks undergoes weathering and it forms sedimentary rocks, and the sedimentary rocks, after intense heat and pressure, it breaks into metamorphic rocks, and metamorphic rocks once again gives rise to igneous rocks. Understood? So, this is the representation of the rock cycle which you are supposed to learn. Understood? And keep in mind, millions of years are needed to complete one rock cycle. So, it is not an easy task. It doesn't happen just like that. So, it takes millions of years to change from one rock to the other rock. Did you all understand? So, the next one is how this rock cycle happen. What are the important things that we have to concentrate while knowing about the rock cycle? So, here is the diagrammatic representation of rock cycle. Now I am going to describe how it is going to happen. So, before that, you will be worried, what is a rock cycle and how do we call, why do we call it a cycle, isn't it? So, just like that your water cycle and all those things, life cycle of animals and etc. And how does it work? These are all the questions which comes in our mind. So, let us answer one after the other. So, what is a rock cycle? A rock cycle is a series of processes that slowly changes rocks from one kind to the other kind. I repeat, it is a series of processes. That means it happens continuously, one after the other, slowly, which gives rise to different types of rocks from one form to the another. Okay, this is known as the rock cycle. Then the second question is, why do we call it as a cycle? You know what's the meaning of a cycle, right? The wheels will rotate and come back to the original position again and again when you pedal, isn't it? So what exactly does it means? It is a cycle because rocks can be changed from one type to another and can form the original rock again. For example, if you are starting with an igneous rock, after all the processes, again you will end up with the igneous rocks. You understand? So, this process is continuous, but finally you will end up with the same rock where you have started with. Next one, igneous rocks are formed. Now we are talking about how this rock cycle is happening. So, there is an igneous rock. They are formed from the hot molten magma. So, in the previous video, we have seen about the formation of igneous rocks. The igneous rocks are formed by the volcanic eruption. The magma pours out and it cools and it gives rise to different types of rocks like basalt, granite, obsidian and pumice, isn't it? These rocks can break into smaller pieces and settle down to form sedimentary rocks. Then after that, we saw that the igneous rocks undergo weathering. That means breaks into smaller pieces and it settles down with the agents like water, air, wind, everything into the lakes and rivers, and therefore sediments. Sediments means layer. Thus, they form sedimentary rock. After that, sedimentary and igneous rocks form metamorphic rocks. So, after that we saw in the previous video also, after that sedimentary rocks and igneous rocks under the intense heat and pressure, what they get compressed. The particles comes closer and they form metamorphic rocks, which is the hardest rock. We have studied it, isn't it? After that, some of the metamorphic rocks get pulled down deep inside the earth. Some metamorphic rocks will be pulled down deep inside the earth, and what it happens? Under the earth crust, the temperature is very hot, and they will start melting and they form magma once again. So, here what happens? It melts, metamorphic rocks melts and they form magma. So, after magma is formed, what happens? It will burst open in the form of volcanic eruption. So, once again the lava and the magma comes out and it cools, it will settle down and it forms the igneous rocks. And this process happens continuously, slowly, and it takes millions of years to happen. Did you all understand? Finally, this magma again erupts. Erupts means burst opens the volcano and it comes out of the from the earth crust and it gets cools and hardens to form igneous rocks. Understood? So these are the steps involved in the process of rock cycle. It starts with the igneous rock, then the sedimentary rocks are formed, and both igneous and sedimentary rocks gives rise to metamorphic rocks, which is the hardest rock. Again, metamorphic rocks will melt under the earth crust and it gives rise to igneous rocks. Did you all understand? This is known as the rock cycle. Then you have one question. What is that? There is a difference between the natural, what is called as what is the difference between the other natural cycles and rock cycles? Other natural cycles, it just happens like that. Like from the first process to the second process and from the second process to the third process, again back to the same first process. But whereas in the case of rock cycle, igneous rocks gives rise to sedimentary and metamorphic rocks, correct? And igneous rocks can also give rise to metamorphic rocks, and metamorphic rocks gives rise to igneous rocks. There are smaller cycles which involved inside this bigger rock cycles. Understood? That is why there is a difference between the natural cycle as well as the rock cycle. Did you all understand? Now moving on to the keywords. Rock cycle, igneous, sedimentary, metamorphic. Now open your workbook, page number 35. Why is the rock cycle called a cycle? What does it tell us? So you have to write what is a rock cycle and what does it tell us also you have to write. Draw and label the rock cycle. So you have to draw the rock cycle here and you have to label. Don't use pens, draw with your pencils. Third question, based on the rock cycle, describe the cycle of marble rock formed from limestone. For this, you have to open your content book. Look here. See, there are different types of rocks which gives rise to another type of rock which is mentioned in page number 39. Granite, from granite it forms gneiss. From sandstone we can get quartzite. From limestone we get marble. So how is it? So you all know in our previous class we have learned that the limestone is formed from the sedimentary rocks, isn't it? What is the meaning of sedimentary? The limestone is formed from the shells of these animals which is living in the oceans and seas. They settle down, the shells will settle down, they get compressed and there are different layers of sediments which is formed. And when these different layers are formed, it gets hardened so that it gives rise to a marble. You know the texture of marble, you have seen them yesterday, I have showed you the samples, isn't it? It is shiny in nature. So under intense heat and pressure, these limestones will settle down and it gives rise to the marble. marble. Did you all understand? And it will have a totally a different property when compared to that of the limestone. Did you all understand, children? So for today's homework, you have to answer this question. What is a rock cycle? Okay, and open your content book, page number 38. Sorry, not page number 38, page number 40. The rock cycle. Rocks are continuously being formed, broken down into smaller pieces and then formed again. This is known as rock cycle. Please underline, it takes millions of years for rocks to change. Igneous rocks are formed from hot molten magma. These rocks can break into smaller pieces and settle down to form sedimentary rocks. Sedimentary and igneous rocks form metamorphic rocks. Some metamorphic rocks get pulled down deep inside the earth crust. They melt and form magma. This magma again erupts, cools and hardens to form igneous rock. Look at this. This is the rock cycle. Did you all understand? In today's class, we have learnt